Welcome, everybody. Appreciate every single one of you guys being patient and waiting for me. I'm Blockchain Crusader, crusading through these blockchains every single day with you guys. Hbar is pumpa lumping up above 44% today alone. Let's freaking go. If you guys aren't excited, here you guys go. I appreciate every single one of you guys being so patient today. It's been a wild ride. Had some technical difficulties before being able to go live here, but we made it, guys. We made it. That's what's important. We freaking made it. So Pepe is up 14.5%. Bonk is up 14.6%. Floki is up 10.3%. AKT is up 26%. But mother freaking Hbar is up 45.1% on the day, 65% on the week. What is going on with Hbar? We recently hit up some Hbar TA here the other day when we were on the live stream. And guess what? Here we are. So we're definitely going to be covering what's causing this massive run on Hbar's price. What's going on, Biomex? Appreciate you jumping in here. Appreciate all of you guys, every single one of you guys showing me some support, smashing those likes, hitting that subscribe, joining the Crusader Army if you haven't already. So let's get right into it. Let's get right into why Hbar is hitting this so-called parabolic move here. And it comes down to as simple as this, guys. BlackRock tokenizes money market fund on Hbar. So apparently Arch Hacks, however that is, Onera and the Hbar Foundation have enabled the first tokenization of BlackRock's money market fund on Hbar. This is a major development for real world assets, right? Real world assets. That is key. That is what's going to make what I've been saying is going to be the next big narrative is real world assets. So obviously they yada yada, they were able to tokenize BlackRock's ICS U.S. Treasury Money Market Fund on the Hbar Foundation, which has been all that has been massive speculation, and Hbar has skyrocketed since then, right? So let's jump on over to an Hbar chart here that we were looking at just a little while ago and see where is Hbar's price right now, how is it doing, and can it keep up here? So as you guys can see here, we blew past this gold pocket that I told you guys were coming up to. That the gold pocket of 11 cents was right above here, and that was our next target. Obviously, we blew past that due to the fact of how bullish this news has been, and Hbar is getting frenzy, right? And we're right above the value area high for March. For the month of March, we're right above this right now, sitting at 12 cents and 12 cents. Almost 13 cents. Well, 0.129. 0.129. The value area high is 0.127, 1.26, 1.27, give or take. That's the value area high here. And that being said, we have broken above that. Now the question is, are we going to be able to hold above this? If we're able to hold above this value area high, this could be very, very good for the price action of Hbar here in the short term, right? Massive green candle to the upside. We will have to see if we can consolidate and hold up here. We've only been up here above these price actions for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, about 10 days, a little bit less over a week, a little bit over a week of price action before we got pulled back down for Hbar. So not a lot of price action sitting up here for a very long time. So we will have to see if we can once again hold above this value area high for March. If not, Hbar is probably going to be coming down, having a little bit of retracement here. That Blockchain Crusader in the chat is a freak. It's not me. Let me tell you that. It's not me. I'm blocking them right now. Has been blocked. See you later, alligator. Appreciate every single one of you guys jumping in here, smashing those likes, hitting that subscribe. Let me jump on over to the chat here. WP in the chat. What's going on, man? Love my Hbar. Let's go. Charlie in the house. What's going on, Charlie? Appreciate you as well. Now back over here. Let's keep the show rocking and rolling. Yeah, boot all them spammers. Yeah, 100%, dude. 100%. Let's jump over to Bitcoin's chart. See how Bitcoin is doing. We've been covering Bitcoin's price action here as well. As you guys can see, we are still right below this point 0.5 level. Look at this. This point 0.5 level, 66,857 have been holding massive resistance here. We're still in this upward incline, this upward trend on the daily. We'll have to see if that trend can hold or if we're going to dump and break to the downside. And if we do, potentially coming down to the 63,000 and retesting that again and see what happens here for Bitcoin. So right now, Bitcoin is pretty much coming to an apex where it's going to have to decide whether we're breaking above the 0.5 and heading towards this gold pocket, or we are once again dropping down here. Let's go check out the ETF information. See have they been coming out bullish or bearish on it? What have they been doing? So the last 2 days, on the 22nd, we were bullish on the ETFs. There was a positive inflow of 958 Bitcoin overall. You guys might not be able to see all these numbers. It might be a little cut off on the screen here. But on the 22nd, Grayscale sold 539 Bitcoin. BlackRock bought 303 Bitcoin. Fidelity bought 536 Bitcoin. ARK shares bought 300. Bitwise bought 33. I forget what this one was called. Bought 41, and HODL bought 115. And EasyBC bought 118 as well, with a positive of 959 Bitcoin being bought. That being said, the fact here that we're positive yesterday and on the 19th, which was the 19th was last Friday, right? The last Friday and today we have been positive. Well, I should say yesterday, Monday was positive for the Bitcoin ETF. The buying hasn't really been massive on even though we're positive. What's more interesting is the amount of selling from Grayscale. So maybe I can zoom in here for you guys a little bit. So Grayscale is averagely been selling, a lot. They've been selling a lot of Bitcoin. They sell 1,000, 1.6 thousand, 2.3 thousand, 2.0, 1.25 thousand. They're always selling in the thousands. The last 2 days, the 22nd and the 19th, which is this last Monday and last Friday, they sold less than 1,000 Bitcoin. They sold 721 on Friday and only 539 on Monday. So their selling has drastically slowed down, even though the rest of the buying hasn't really accelerated, hasn't really been anything impressive. We've seen BlackRock and Fidelity buying thousands in the past. They've only been buying a few hundred here and there, but the selling is from Grayscale is what has massively declined here, which is what's giving us these positive numbers in the ETF inflows. Even though the buying hasn't increased drastically, the selling has drastically decreased, which is something very, very important to point out. Let's see here. Hbar to the moon. That's what everyone's saying right now. Everybody's super happy about Hbar. Congratulations to all the Hbar holders out there. Nice little pump for Hbar. Question is, are we going to be able to hold these key levels for Hbar? Is Hbar going to be able to hold this support line right here? Right? Are we going to be able to hold that, or are we going to drop below it? That is what we will see, right? Massive green single print candles. Sometimes a little dangerous. Not a lot of things to back them up here. So if they could come back down just as quickly, you just never know. Let's see here. Let's go take a look at some other big news here. We were talking about Injective. Injective's 3.0 upgrade goes live after community passes the proposal. We were talking about this just the other day. Their proposal is to basically the IIP 392 pass with the highest percentage approval for such an upgrade. The Injective is now in a new era. So basically what they're going to be doing is they're going to be going deflationary. So over the next 2 years, the supply of Injective will be decreased on an accelerated pace. So I don't know what the actual acceleration is. Okay, so here it is. With the inflation parameters changed to 4% for the lower inflation bound and 7% for the upper inflation bound. The new parameter ranks Injective among the most deflationary assets in the industry, with Injective deflation jumping 400% over the next 2 years. IIP 392 was introduced on April 19th and featured a governance proposal that sought to bring controlled reduction to Injective's inflation rate via incentives and token scarcity. The changes, which went live after voting ended April 23rd, put the network in a position where the network can swiftly react to fluctuations in staking. These changes come after Injective launched its Vulcan upgrade in January this year. Today's deployment of Injective 3.0 saw the price rally, yada, yada, yada. So this is very, very cool for Injective becoming a lot more deflationary. And we all know deflationary is the way to go because fiat is all about inflationary. And we're trying to do the opposite over here. We are trying to do the opposite over here. So definitely, definitely important. Somebody's asking about ICP. Definitely going to check that out here in just a second. Let me make sure there's no other. Ron, what's going on? Ron Mueve, what's going on? Tony, ARK shares is the best, is the same as ARK Invest. I'm not sure, but if they're not, they're probably closely related. They might have some subsidiary company, one called ARK Invest, one called ARK Shares. I'm not 100%. Can you look into Zill for the love of crypto? I definitely will look into Zill. I know about Zill for a while. They've been around since 2018 or give or take, doing the domain names and stuff. But I'll take a look here at Zill. So let's take a look here. Zilliqa. Up 0.7% today, sitting at 466 mil market cap, 0.02. My problem with Zilliqa is there's a lot. They were the first that I ever had heard of when it came to the domain names, right? Having domain names in crypto and being able to use that to send money to the wallet, yada yada. But for whatever reason, they didn't take off as much as like the .eth and all these different blockchain dot whatever domain names it has. And I don't know if it's their marketing. I don't know what's going on with them. That, you know, maybe I'm missing something new that's come out. I don't know what's come out for them new, but something is happening where they didn't get the main spotlight action like they should have, like I thought they would have, and they were kind of just replaced by a lot of other projects. Why does nobody talk about Tau? Well, because Tau, from the little bit that I know, isn't really doing too much right now. Kind of just going sideways, down 13% on the month, up 3.4% on the week, 1.9% down on the day, sitting at what, $502. Being one of the big AI competitors, but everyone in AI right now is highly focused on the Singularity and Fetch AI merger. And since BitTensor is not part of that, it hasn't really been part of the conversation for AI recently. Not that it's not still bullish. It definitely still is very bullish. Let's go take a look at ICP here. ICP, where are you at, ICP? We were covering it just yesterday on the show. Let me see. ICP. So ICP kind of pushing out of this value area low here right now today, which is not too good. We still got 2 hours and 31 minutes left for it to kind of pick up. Hopefully we can close right on this line or above it and really start to kind of pick up some momentum from here, start swinging back to the upside. It's fine to have this retest, but if we break out of here and we start closing below, could be no bueno. Could be no bueno for what you call it, for ICP here. Let me get here a little bit of a fib pull from this bottom to this top, putting us right here. Yeah, so as you can see right here, 0.5 takes us down to the $13.51. That's the 0.5 pull. The gold pocket to the downside is sitting right below 1289, sitting between 1283 and 1265. It will be the gold pocket. If we fall out of these would be the levels that I will be targeting, 0.5, and then the gold pocket if we keep plunging to the downside. You still advocating Syncus? No, I am not. We talked about it on the live stream yesterday. We've been talking about it when everybody brings it up. I've been telling you guys since March 30th, so it's been almost a month now, that on this pump here, I sold my last little bit of Syncus. I sold my last bag of Syncus when we were right around here, right? I told you guys about the breakout. right? It was a technical move. We had a massive breakout, boom, skyrocketed, right? Told you guys about this continuation triangle, kept running, had a massive run, right? Told you guys about taking profits, told you guys about me pulling out my initial, taking some profits, and then I still held a bag. It came crashing down when they had that whole unstaking fees phenomenon, right? And then what happened? I waited. We saw a little relief rally, and I said, I'm jumping out. So I jumped out. I told you guys about that a month ago. And then since then, we've been slowly dwindling down. Yesterday, live on the show, we saw over 100% pump happen out of nowhere. The volume is sitting at 1.6 million right now, which is astounding. It's weird that it's doing that. Don't know what's happening there with such a high level of volumes, because when we were through here on these levels, I was telling you guys that it didn't look like Syncus was going to come back because the volume was down at like 46,000, 36,000 was the volume, which is extremely low. And then yesterday out of nowhere, I saw the chart again, and it was like 1.6 to 2 point something million in volume out of nowhere. So that's very weird. Like I said, I jumped out on my last bag down here of Syncus, and I'm not in Syncus anymore. I don't really talk about it anymore unless somebody asks me a question or wants me to review it. But yeah, I'm not planning on getting back into Syncus anytime soon. I enjoyed the ride to the upside, and then it comes and it goes, and that's just the way the cookie crumbles sometimes. Let's see here. Look at Flux, please. Let's take a look at Flux here. Flux is down 0.8%, up 8.4% on the week. Let's sitting at 97 cents. Market cap 338. Let's take a look at let's just take a look at Flux's chart here for a second. Let's jump on over to Tether. Oh, I have a chart for Flux. I didn't even know I had that. Look at that. Look at that. I didn't even know I had that. Perfect. Had a bit of an uptrend here. Fell out of this uptrend. Came all the way down to this previous range. Bottomed out on this bottom value area low of 81 cents here. Respecting this point of control. This yellow line is the point of control at 87 cents. Respecting this thing. Bounced off of it. Broke above the value area high of 94 cents in this range. And now, we are going, we're starting to figure out where it's going to go right now. So right now, where is it going? As you guys can tell, we have definitely a downward trend here. Definitely a downward trend, right? We have a high, we have a lower high, lower high, lower high. We have a downward trend for sure on Flux right now. And then let's see here. Let's pull a fib here. So we pull a fib. Oops. Let's get a fib from the tip top to the very bottom. That puts the 0.5 sitting at $1.29. If we are to once we break out of this downward trend, the gold pocket is sitting at $1.40 to $1.44 with the 0.5 at 129. That would be my first take profit, and then the gold pocket up here. If we breach this range of $1.32, this is where the gold pocket's at. But first, we have to break out of this downward trend. Out of this, when this happens, then these are the targets that I will be looking for. In the meantime, if we're still in this downward trend, I don't expect to see that anytime soon. So that's just what I am looking at right here, right now. With if this breakout happens, that is the targets that I'm looking for Flux. Don't know if you guys could see that on screen or not, but there it is, $1.40 with the 0.5 being at $1.29. That is the targets that I'm looking for Flux if we break out. Any thoughts on Flow? I don't have any thoughts on Flow. LCX. Oh yeah, let's take a look at LCX here. Let's see. I haven't updated my LCX chart in a while. I haven't had to. Just kind of been ranging. So okay. So LCX once again ranging here at between the 28 or when we came down, we came all the way down to the 20. And we pull the fib on here. Let me see. This fib is going. Let's get the fib. So okay, yeah, this is the proper fib. So yeah, we came up to the 0.5, broke above it, tried to go for the gold pocket, got rejected here, and didn't even make it to the gold pocket. Started coming back down, fell out of under below the 0.5, potentially coming down to the test of 28 cents level again. So interesante move here with getting rejected off of here. We'll see what happens when we get to 28 cents. So we get that bounce, start moving to the upside, or we continue to drop down. But so far, just big range consolidation happening here for, oops, no, did not mean to move that. Big range consolidation happening for LCX, man, for LCX, for sure. Even though LCX is part of real world assets and all that, it's been rough with, Bitcoin coming down. Let me see here. Let me get it. Let me check out the chat from the tubes. Checked out Zilica. Yo, I was just in the other live. What the heck is going on? What? There's a different live. What? What do you mean? Oh my gosh. What the heck? What the heck? Why is there two lives? Jeez Louise. Jeez Louise. These were the technical issues I was talking about earlier. Oh man. I wonder what the, oh god, I closed it. Jeez. Oh my gosh, what's going on here? Sorry about that, man. Technical issues. Sorry about that. Clay the Great dropping those Crusaders and swords in the chat, man. Appreciate it. Let's frickin' go. Let's frickin' go. Another blockchain Crusaders scammer in with the chat here. Let me just block this fool right here. Here we are. Here we go. Let's take a look at, let's see here, what's next on the list. What's going on from Greece? What's going on, Mima? I don't have any chart for WIF. Let me see here. Let's take a look at Ethereum. Ethereum oof, still holding below this value area high of 3,200. Well, we're sitting at 3,200 right now. Yeah, 3,206. Still being held below that. Next big target is 33.74, 33.73. Next big target here that I'm looking for on Ethereum. If not, we're headed back down towards that annual PIV of 3,089. That's what I'm looking for. Let's see here. What's the gold pocket? What's the gold pocket look like right here? Gold pocket is sitting right. Oh, jeez, come on. Gold pocket sitting at 3,600. 0.5 is sitting at 3,400. We'll see if we run towards that target here in the near future with a nice little run up. Let me see. Appreciate every single one of you guys in here smashing those likes, hitting that subscribe. If you haven't already, definitely do so. Appreciate everybody that's dealing with the technical difficulties as I am. It has been a huge pain, let me tell you. Whoa, chat is just flying right now. Greece is fine. We are waiting for the summer. Let's go, summertime. Summertime is always the best time. Guys, I'm going to be having a short live stream today, having some technical issues in the background. Appreciate every single one of you guys jumping in here, hitting that subscribe. But until next time, see ya.